What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Pip, and we are back for another prediction video. And this time, we're predicting WrestleMania. It's the 41, baby, and we're here for it. We got 13 matches confirmed, and probably a 14th coming. And we'll talk about that. We're not guaranteed yet, but we'll probably. So we'll include topics around the WrestleMania speculation and stuff like that. We just got done recording our Stand and Deliver predictions. If you want to check them out, you'll be able to do so on the channel. They're going live at the same time as the WrestleMania predictions video. And there might be a little bit of tie-in, so maybe check those out. But without further ado, let's get started with night one of WrestleMania, which will be Saturday night. We've got the World Tag Team Championship match between the current champions of Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, versus challengers Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day. I'm taking New Day to win the titles. I think that they have to. If they don't, this heel turn completely becomes invalidated. It is time to pull the trigger on the New Day winning the tag titles again and really cementing this heel run for them. I'm taking the New Day. I don't have really a lot of second thoughts about it, and I'm going to just go with that. Moving on from that, we have Rey Mysterio versus WrestleMania debuting El Grande Americano. I will say, super excited for Grande here. Great moment for him. However, I think Chad Gable should have been in this match. I think he got snubbed. I respect Chad Gable for supporting the new people that get signed to WWE. So for Master Gable, thank you. But for this match, I'm going to take El Grande Americano. I think that, as crazy as that is to say, I think that American Made needs the rub more than the LWO. The LWO is dying. It is done. It is so pointless now. And American Made is on such an up-and-coming run. And I think Master Gable will guide El Grande Americano to a upset victory, becoming the greatest luchador in WrestleMania history, behind Dominic Mysterio, obviously. So let's move on. Up next, we've got Naomi versus Jade Cargill in what might be one of the best built feuds leading up to WrestleMania this year. I think it'll be a very stellar match, actually. I don't think there's much to talk about here. I think we all agree it's going to be Jade. There's no way they hand Jade a loss here. I just can't see it. So I'm not going to harp on this one too much. I'm going to take Jade Cargill and move on. Up next, we have a one-on-one match for the WWE United States Championship as the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu challenges your current champion, L.A. Knight, for the United States Championship. Again, I don't think there's much to talk about here. I think Jacob Fatu has to win. The only way he doesn't win is if Solo costs him. But I don't think that's where we're going with this right now. I certainly hope not. So I'm going to take Jacob Fatu to win in a fairly convincing fashion, honestly. Unfortunately, there's a lot of matches on this card that I think are pretty cut and dry for night one, because in the next match I also think is cut and dry. We have the WWE Women's Championship as the Women's Royal Rumble of the Year winner Charlotte Flair challenges current champion Tiffany Stratton, and I am sorry to say, but I think Tiffy time is over. As the great Santi Zap has said, there are 3 guarantees in life, and they are death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning a championship when she comes back from hiatus or injury. And that is what's going to happen here. I certainly hope we're all wrong, but we're not. Moving on, in a singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Men's Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso challenges current champion Gunther. Again, I think it's cut and dry. I think Jey Uso wins here. I don't think there's going to be a lot of pushback on that opinion. They could swerve us here with the way that this has been built, but I think if you don't have Jey Uso win here, you kill his solo push. It's over. He's back to just being a tag team guy with Jimmy when Jimmy comes back. I think that's what we've gotten here. So I'm gonna take Jey Uso here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what opens up the show. Um, but I'm definitely taking Jey Uso to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And then in our main event of Saturday night, we have a triple threat match with Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman. I think Paul Heyman plays an integral part in this story. I think it could go any way. I think he could stick with Punk after Roman did what he did, shoving him and help Punk get the win. I think he could kind of screw both of them over and mysteriously side with Seth Rollins. Or I think he just stays loyal to his tribal chief, because we acknowledge our tribal chief here, and help Roman Reigns win. This might be, in my opinion, one of the hardest matches to predict on all of WrestleMania. Genuinely. Because I think every single one of these guys has a reasonable reason to say he could and should win this match. What does my gut say? I think it's the main event of night one. I'm going to say CM Punk wins. I just made that decision earlier today. Or yesterday, I suppose, I said he was my least likely to win, and now I'm going to pick him. I think they want night one to close on a big high. I'm going to take CM Punk to win here. I think Seth and Roman distract each other too much and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take Punk to win for the end of night one. And then we will move on to night two of WrestleMania, starting off with our Women's Tag Team Championship match, where challengers Bayley and Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria, because she doesn't need to defend her Women's Intercontinental Championship, will be challenging current champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm going to take Bayley and Lyra to win. I'm doing that because of the fact that I have them actually losing the titles on Tuesday to the people that I picked to win the Fatal 4-Way Eliminator at Stand and Deliver. So go check that out and find out who I have winning that match, so that you know who I think will win, and then beat Bayley and Lyra in just 2 days after they win these titles. But I'm going to take Bayley and Lyra. It's just, I don't know. This match could go either way. I think Bayley and Lyra could end up turning on each other. Liv and Raquel sneak out a victory, but I'm going to take Bayley and Lyra. Let's move on. We've got Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. If AJ Styles doesn't win, I might turn the damn show off. He needs to win. Logan Paul does not need to beat one of the greatest of all time. Arguably on everybody's TNA Mount Rushmore. Maybe even making an argument to be on WWE Mount Rushmore slowly but surely. He's one of the best of all time. He will be a multi-time Hall of Famer, in my opinion. He needs to beat Logan Paul and save pro wrestling. Yes. Let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say that correctly. The first ever Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania ever, because we need to keep saying that. Current champion Braun Breaker defending against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. In my opinion, I do think Judgment Day walks away with this title. It's just a matter of whether it's Finn or whether it's Dominic. I have booked a bunch of fantasy scenarios where Finn Balor comes out with this title, but I'm going to pick Dominic Mysterio. I think that it makes more sense for the way the story has been built to have Dominic win and have Finn go full crash out. So I'm going to take Dominic Mysterio to actually win his first major singles title in WWE. He's been a North American champion, but NXT titles, we don't, they're a separate entity. But winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, just like his dad did back at WrestleMania 25. I mean, I'm just saying. So 16 years later, Dominic kind of follows in the footsteps. I'm going to take Dom to win the Intercontinental Championship this year at WrestleMania. But this match is going to be, in my opinion, one of, if not the best match of the weekend, and might steal the show, and could end with any of them winning, in my opinion. Up next, we have a Sin City street fight with Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This one's harder to predict than I thought it would be because of the fact that Damian Priest doesn't lose anymore, and all Drew McIntyre does is lose. But I'm gonna take Drew just because he deserves it, and I think it'll be the thing that sets his year off correctly. According to the pro wrestling calendar, so to speak. I think he needs the win, especially with how last year's Mania went with Priest and how the whole year went for him. I'm gonna take Drew. I think he needs it more. Honestly, I think it would hurt Priest less to lose than it would hurt McIntyre. So I'm gonna take McIntyre to win. After that, we have a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship with current champion Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I'm going to take Bianca to win. I don't want to. I know a lot of people... Bianca is one of the most polarizing figures in WWE right now. She got a lot of boos during the European tour, and a lot of people took that as a issue of her skin color. No one cares about that. We care about the fact that her character has gotten stale. I think that if Bianca would turn heel, everyone that has turned on her would instantly side with her again. I know I would. I don't like this iteration of Bianca anymore. It has run its course and it has become obnoxious. I'm going to be honest, I don't necessarily like this version of Rhea either. And I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan, but the whole crash out Rhea just doesn't work for me. She's too cold and meticulous and calculated to be this crash out Rhea that she's been. I think that personally, in my opinion, I think Io should win this match, but I don't think she will. I think Bianca will. I think WWE is very high on Bianca. We know she is one of their mainstays. So I'm going to take Bianca to win here. I hope I'm wrong. I'd rather it be Io or Rhea. I really would like it to be Io, just so she can get some vindication from this feud that she's been kind of playing third wheel in her own title feud. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am, but I'm going to take Bianca. Now, before we get to the main event, I'm going to talk about a potential match that could happen. We all know we were supposed to get Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had to walk away due to a severe neck injury that required surgery. We are all wishing Kevin Owens the best. Kevin Owens is one of my favorite wrestlers currently. I know he'll never see this, but Kevin Owens, I hope you are doing well in your recovery, and I hope we get to see you again as soon as you are comfortable coming back. That being said, Randy Orton now no longer has a match. I don't think that will last. The question is whether or not it will be against Solo Sikoa or Nick Aldis, the two things that have been kind of teased. I don't think it matters. Either way, if Randy Orton has a match between those two, I'm going to take Randy Orton, just as a little side statement. I know that we don't even have a graphic for it. I'll see if I can put up just some like little basic graphics of them, but that's where I stand on that. If Randy has a match, I'm going to take Randy to win. And then one other match I do want to talk about. I know it's not actually on WrestleMania. It's going to be on Friday Night SmackDown this week. WrestleMania SmackDown or whatever. But the Andre the Giant Battle Royal has become part of WrestleMania weekend, so I feel it deserves to get that prediction. I'm going to predict Karrion Kross to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I don't even know if he'll be in it. I don't know if they've announced any participants in it yet, but I'm going to take him to win it. I think he got his old entrance back this past Monday. Us American viewers didn't even get to see that on Netflix because Netflix has commercials for us American viewers. But he got his old entrance back. He had a great singles match with AJ. He had a brilliant promo on social media afterwards. And I think it would be a great way to really get his year started, his kickstart as a back in the singles scene. So it's a little throwaway thing. It's not going to matter, but if he's in it, I'd like to see him win it. I'll take Karrion Kross to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now let's get back on topic for the last match of the night for WrestleMania Sunday. We have the undisputed WWE Championship being defended by Cody Rhodes against Elimination Chamber winner John Cena, the man who sold his soul to Dwayne Johnson. I'm taking Cena to win here, and get number 17 and number 18. I need people to acknowledge the Universal Championship still exists. It is not just the WWE Championship. It's undisputed for a reason. The WWE website still has the Undisputed Championship listed. I'm going full crash out right now because no one will listen to me about the fact that both titles still exist. And by proxy, John Cena would become an 18-time world champion, not a 17. He would skip 17 and go straight to 18 because he would be a dual champion. I'm okay. And I think he does. I think John Cena wins this title and becomes your 18-time world champion. I'm going to just say 18 because it is what it is until they officially retire the Universal Championship. That was the end of my crash out, I promise. I'm going to take John Cena to win here. I think that it is the right choice. I think that Cena having world championship feuds going forward for the next couple of months would be really fun. Heel Cena deserves it. It's been such a refreshing change, and I think it's time for Cody to drop the title and kind of hit the reset button on Cody Rhodes a little bit too. Maybe get Cody into a crash out. So I'm going to take Cena to win here to close out WrestleMania Sunday in a crazy moment, but it's his last Mania. I think it would just be the right thing to do, and that's going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 titles change hands. I'm definitely wrong. But it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said earlier, if you want to check out the Stand and Deliver video, the link is in the description of this video. If please, in the comments, let me know what you guys think, who you guys got winning, what your favorite match of the weekend ends up being, which one you're looking forward to the most, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments. Sound off. With all that being said, that's it for this one. Enjoy WrestleMania weekend, everybody. Have a great time. Stay safe if you're going out. If you're staying in, have a great time. And with all that being said, as always, I'm Pip. Y'all are the greatest, and when in doubt, we'll see you next time. See ya!